Dragon Ball Daima episode 6. So we pick up where we left off after they crashed in the last episode. And in this episode, we find out that Goku is indeed a wanted man. Because in this episode, what happens is that as Pansy is fixing the plane, Goku conveniently needs to go and poop, so he goes somewhere to do that. And what happens? They actually get interrupted by the military of the Demon King. So what happens is they question them, and basically they're looking for Goku. So they're asking him, "Have you seen this spiky hair kid? Because he's wanted." And what's actually revealed here is that Pansy actually has a collar, which means is that the royal family of the third demon realm actually has collars. So they're under occupation by the Demon King. They're under control. So yeah, that was I didn't expect that, but yeah, she's got a collar, which is also the reason why she has that scarf around the neck, so you can't actually see the collar. That's why she wears it to hide it. So yeah, that's a thing. Now, after the soldiers leave them, they get back into the plane and they leave. And inside the plane, they start a conversation with each other, and now it's official, because we knew from the interviews, but now it's officially stated in Dragon Ball is that the Kais are born from the tree. So if you guys don't know, is that every single Kai is born from a tree, right? So basically, there's this tree that bears fruit. At least that's what we knew from an interview back a couple of years ago, right? But now it's officially stated in Dragon Ball that there's actually 3 trees, and it bears fruit, and basically Kais are like made from this fruit. So they're made from this tree, right? So that's where they come from. So yeah, we finally get an official statement in Dragon Ball about how the law works with the Kais. So that was actually nice to see. Finally, we get that explanation in the official Dragon Ball canon. However, I just want to say this during that interview. During that interview, they mentioned is that what they call a Makaya Shin, or like an evil supreme Kai, is basically what we're told in that interview is when a tree bears the fruit for the Kai to be born. Sometimes what happens is that that fruit is kind of rotten, and it falls from the tree into the demon realm. I think that's what was said in the interview back then. But what we got here is that kind of doesn't happen, or something like that. Let's wait and see. But it seems like it doesn't happen because what they tell us is that Degasu and Irene, they're basically born. They are born naturally. They weren't born from a rotten fruit, as far as we know. But basically, they had a falling out with the other Kais, so they decided to stay in the demon realm. So that's the explanation we got. But I'm not sure if we're gonna get introduced sometime about the Makai Shin later, or if they're not, if there's something different. We'll just have to wait and see if we get a different explanation about them. We'll have to wait and see. Goku and his friends basically end up in his cave to fall asleep for the night, and the next morning they actually get confronted by a Minotaur, which was funny because Goku kept calling him a cow, and it was kind of funny because it's got into like an argument. "Oh, I'm not a cow, I'm a Minotaur," because that's a nice name, but cows don't eat meat. It was something like that, I remember. It was pretty funny. So as the argument's going back and forth between Goku and the Minotaur, Glorio says that, "You know what, I'll take on the Minotaur." But then Goku says is that you're not powerful enough to take him on. But then Gloria says, since you be turned into a kid, you haven't got your full power because you're a kid now. So what happens is they challenge each other into a fight. So in this episode, we get a fight between Goku and Glorio. And once again, the animation for this fight is done beautifully. Especially Glorio's that lightning attack that he has. That was animated beautifully. The color palette that they used, it was really crisp, and it was nice to see. It was very beautiful to look at, actually, the way it was animated and everything. So as they're fighting, the Supreme Kai, he shouts at Goku and says, "You got to take it more seriously because I want to see Glorio's full power. I want to see how strong he really is." So what happens is that Goku, he takes out his power pole, or the Neo Ball, he takes it out and he charges at Glorio. And Glorio, he does, to stop Goku, he does his lightning attack again, but Goku manages to dodge it all, and he hits him with the Neo Ball, the power pole. So he hits him into a rock, right? and Glorio starts charging another attack, another lightning attack. Now, this is where the animators were showing off their skills, because this is the point when Goku turns into a Super Saiyan. Now, you know, because it's a new series, he does that slow transformation. You know, he's slowly powering up. His hair turns to gold, his eyes turn to green. You know, he does that slow transformation. And you know, usually when he does this, you know, it's usually hype. You know, because he hasn't transformed in a while. So yeah, there was a bit of fuss. So when he transformed, it looked beautifully the way it was done. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? If you're a true Dragon Ball fan, you know, you kind of know this already. You know how, like, every time they try to show off Goku's transformation, they do that whole slow transformation. Yeah, so yeah, it looked, like I said, it looked beautifully the way it was animated. And, you know, they usually try to build up hype behind it. Well, it was hype, technically, every time, you know, when he transforms like that. So yeah, he transforms into a Super Saiyan. And then he actually, like, finger jabs the lightning attack and completely stops it just with his fingers. And Glorio's like, he's shocked, like, what the hell? This guy just did it like that. And then he moves very quickly behind Glorio and he touches his back. And then that's when Glorio gives up, because there's no way he could take him on at Super Saiyan. So basically, the Minotaur has been watching this whole fight, you know, with his mouth going to gape open, like he can't even believe their strength, right? So now, because the fight's over, now they turn their attention back to him. So he's trying to play it cool, like, I just remembered and, you know, his stomach's growling, which was funny because he gets embarrassed. But it's like, no, I just say, don't worry, we're cool. So he just literally just runs back into the cave. So yeah, that was pretty funny. So after all that, we cut back to Earth, and Vegeta, Piccolo, and Kibito are ready to go because the ship is now ready for them. Bulma's finished the repairs. So they get inside the ship takes off, right? But then breaks down and falls back down to the ground. And Bulma's actually very surprised that, you know, the ship didn't take off. And that's where the episode ends. Overall, it was a good episode. Very well animated. Especially the fight between Goku and Glorio. Very beautifully animated. Especially, you know, that lightning attack that Glorio does. Very beautiful to look at as well. But yeah, that's all from my review. Actually, before I end the video, I just need to say something. Because I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, it's getting very hard to do episode by episode because my other content has actually fallen behind because of time constraints. So yeah, it's actually kind of getting very hard to do episode by episode. What might happen is that rather than doing episode by episode, I might do a whole series review, or I'll do what I do with my other TV shows. So either by season, so like a whole review of a whole season, or a whole arc. So I might do that in the future, but we'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. So I just want the guys to give you a bit of a heads up on that. Because, yeah, like I said, with time constraints, it's very hard to push out all the content I need to push out. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know about that. So anyway, that's all for my review. Like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment sections if you guys like the episode. And yeah, thank you for watching.